My name's Justin, and man, is it cold. The high temps are supposed to be in the negatives today, and Jenny and I are camped out here with no tent and no tarp. We've got our sleeping bags. We're gonna be building a little bushcraft shelter, making a fire, cooking some good food, and trying to catch fish under the ice. Let's get to it. I think this is going to be the spot. Got this dead tree here and the root ball at the bottom. Makes kind of a 90-degree angle there. There's going to be a little bit of wind tonight, so we want to get a wind block going on. So this will be great protection from the wind when we stack some stuff up there to block it. So let's set up camp. This wood is so dry, this is going to be awesome for fire starter.
So I think the plan is we're going to cut these limbs off the bottom here. One of us is going to lay underneath of it. This is not rotten. It's not going to be going anywhere, so I'm not worried about anything falling on us. But then we're going to stack some stuff up on the other side to help block any wind that may be coming from that side and also that side. So we should have a pretty good, safe place to lay our heads tonight.
So it is 11:08 a.m. and it is -2 degrees right now. So it's a cold one. The ears are starting to get a little cold. Time to put the beanie back on. But as long as we're getting work done here, we stay pretty warm and do pretty well. You know, with the way these branches are, if it was just one of us solo, probably leave these on the outsides, cut the middle ones down. You'd have most of your shelter already ready to go. Just stack boughs over it. Makes a little cocoon. But since there's two of us, we need more space. All right, well, Jenny is cleaning up the sticks and getting our sleeping area ready. I'm gonna go out and get some firewood, and there's firewood all over here, which is awesome. This is a perfect spot. So no shortage of wood on this trip, that's for sure. Okay, it is getting toasty. I'm getting toasty, it's not toasty. I don't know if that shows you how toasty it is. Got a little ice stash action.
I just wanted to point out all the little tracks that we're seeing. They're all over the place. This is actually a rabbit. This is the hind legs and the two little front. You can see it just bouncing off.
Icing up a little bit. All right, while Jenny's getting camp ready for tonight, there's a spot down the road here that has trout in it. I'm gonna see if I can catch some trout through the ice. Whew. Hands are getting cold. Okay, it's getting too cold to not be wearing something on my head. Balaclava, engage. It is a brisk day. All right, let's get fishing. Got some small jigs I'm gonna put down, and hopefully we get into a rainbow. Got a little jig there. I'm gonna drop it down, see what happens. One thing you can do when ice fishing, believe it or not, is stick a pipe down into the hole, blow air in underneath the ice, and it creates an oxygen area underneath the ice, and the fish, kind of oxygen deprived with this ice covering it, will actually end up getting a bite, coming over to that area, and it'll attract them to the hole, which is kind of cool. Had a nibble there while I was yapping. All I'm looking for is one fish. They're small in here, they're probably 12 inches long. Jenny doesn't eat fish, so looking for something for myself for dessert after her stew. Gotta keep breaking the ice, the water's refreezing on me. Not looking good. I've been on a bit of a downer the last few months with catching fish and getting animals. That's why we brought food this time with us, in preparation for that. Oh, we had one. That means they're in the area. Well, it was worth a shot. Got a lot of work to do back at camp though. I don't want to make Jenny do it by herself, so I think it's time to call it another defeat and make my way back to camp. Well, that's a dang shame, but is what it is. I can make our way back to camp and help Jenny get set up here. Got a long night ahead of us, and it's gonna be a very cold one.
All right, well, hopefully that's good enough. The weather station said that we're not supposed to get a whole bunch of wind tonight, but we all know that that's never accurate. So hopefully we won't freeze to death. The highs are already in the negatives, so it's going to be a really cold night tonight. And unfortunately, we can't have the fire too close to our sleeping bags because we don't want to put embers in them. That would be really bad. So we'll see how this goes.
Future Justin here, because present Justin forgot to mention. Past Justin forgot the extra camera batteries for the main camera. So if you notice the camera quality changing here, had to switch to the action camera, and luckily I brought that, so not all is lost. All right, back to forgetful Justin. This should make some good tinder. Thank you. Whew. That is some frozen ground. Took the axe and chiseled out a little bit of a sharp end there on these so I can drive them in. The ground's pretty frozen, but it's getting down just enough where it'll hold. This place is pretty awesome. A lot of dead standing wood and wood that's on the ground that's not rotten yet, which is kind of a contrast from what we've been. A lot of the places we've been lately haven't had much dead wood to build anything with, and firewood and all that. So it's quite nice actually being able to get a little bit of a load of wood. In fact, if we could pick away on all this if we want.
Well, the Dutch oven is actually really, really cold, so we need to try and start warming it up so I can start making dinner. I'm excited for that cocoa. Something warm.
Well, it's time to start cooking dinner. Jenny's making something here. On our last tarp camping video, we had a lot of awesome comments from subscribers of food items that we should make. And oh man, I'm looking haggard, aren't I? And thank you guys for all the suggestions. We're gonna start working through them little by little. But tonight we're taking a suggestion from Julia B9731. She asked maybe a pizza or a stew. We're gonna go with stew just because we did pizza not too long ago. So thank you, Julia. Stew is gonna be on the menu tonight. And it's gonna be good, real good.
If I can find the beef.
Ooh, look at that spread.
It's gonna be good.
It's lots of ingredients. Here's our vegetable oil. Turn it into a soupy thickness. Because these, they're like frozen solid.
Oh, that's not good. Dude, so as close as this pot is to the fire, it's like barely warm. Like it's so cold outside.
There's one. Well, it's not pretty, but it's also not good looking. So, but it'll do the job just fine.
Oh, hey, the water is boiling. We finally get something warm to drink.
Yay.
Oh my gosh.
Warmth.
Yeah, we got to make this quick because it's going to be...
Oh, it's freezing already.
Yeah, I know. Dang, that's a lot of smoke. So I literally just took this out of the fire and like I can touch it now. It's crazy. You can have your hand right next to the fire and barely feel the heat.
Hot cocoa, wait and see. Gonna drink some and make me warm. That's right. Hey, cocoa for me. Hot cocoa, hot cocoa.
That's gorgeous, babe.
Thanks. Hopefully we don't get a copyright strike. That was so accurate.
Yeah. That's so messed up. Like I literally just took this out of the fire.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I can smell it already.
Stir sticks.
There's sticks.
Stir sticks.
These are firewood sticks.
You better get your lid on. Needs all the help it can get.
Yeah, that water's lukewarm now. Literally. Like it's not hot. Man. right off the fire, straight down the hatch, lukewarm.
Okay, I gotta act quick. Welcome to bushcraft cooking with Jenny. I got that on the first take. Yeah! Yeah, I gotta work quick because fingers are already frozen. So as Justin said, we're gonna be doing a beef stew tonight, and I'm really looking forward to that. I'm gonna start by cutting up the onion. My eyes have been trained by so much smoke that I could probably just squeeze these in my eyes and it wouldn't even be affected right now. So I was trying to thaw out the oil with the hand warmers and took it out maybe like 2 minutes ago, and it's already starting to freeze. But we got to get this in the pot.
Coming out like toothpaste.
Okay, it looks a little warm. We may need to lower that down.
Where's that?
It's not getting hot enough.
Gonna have to lower it again.
God, that's crazy. Got some baby potatoes here that are frozen, almost frozen. I'm gonna try and get that browned up a little bit. Got some cubed beef.
It's gonna smell like jerky by the time we're done cooking over the smoky fire.
I just pre-cut these veggies at home. We got some carrots and celery in here. Of course, they're frozen. Got to get everything warmed up a little bit. Woo! All right, back in with the browned beef. It's starting to smell pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a casualty.
That's probably not cooked yet.
All right, Justin's favorite, garlic. And we're not stuck together in a tarp tonight, or a tent, so I can add a bit more than usual.
Throwing me right under the bus.
We got some onion powder. Woo. Wow, that one's really open. Okay, pepper. Whoa, what is that?
Either cinnamon or cayenne.
Little pepper, a little bit of salt, beef broth.
Is that frozen?
Yeah. So I had stored all this stuff with hand warmers to prevent this from happening. And all right, red cooking wine. Don't ask me how much that was. I have no idea. Flying by the seat of our pants here.
Yes.
Got some flour.
Looking and smelling awfully fine.
Thank you. See what happens.
All right, well, while the stew is stewing, I think we're gonna set up our pads and get our sleeping bags out so they can get lofted up. So I think I'm gonna have to be like that.
Oh, geez.
A little crinkly. Dang,
Wow.
this is stiff. All right, see how this goes. Now, doesn't that just look warm and cozy? Why pay for a hotel when you can do this?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna see if I can split this thing. Myth. All right, stew is ready. We're gonna eat this thing straight out of the pot because we're cool like that, I guess. So how is it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thick and hearty.
It's so nice to have something warm.
Oh, dang.
That's actually really good. Well, thank you, Julia. Perfect idea. Awesome for the cold. So we'll definitely be making this one again. Keep the ideas coming, guys, because we're always looking for new things to try.
Oop, I just passed in front of the light.
Way to go!
All right, guys, well, it is getting late. It is cold. I think we're going to hunker down and get warmed up in the sleeping bags and head to sleep. We'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. You ever wake up somewhere, laying on the ground in the bushes and think, how the heck did I get here in life? I actually slept pretty well. The wind picked up and it was whipping through here pretty good. I don't know what the speed was, but it had to have been at least 15 miles an hour. Jenny's spruce bough filler under this dead tree really helped block the wind though. We could see the tops of the trees whipping and there was just about nothing down here, which is awesome. And every once in a while we'd get a little bit of snow that would fall out of the tree and land in our face, which was a little fun. I think we're gonna get up for the day and get going.
All right, guys, that's going to be it for this trip. If you want to see more of this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on our wonderful adventures. And I hope everybody has a great day.